Time for 3 things to know. Number 1, animals keep winding up where they're not supposed to be.
Oh, boy.
South Dakota, a young deer got stuck in a culvert.
Oh.
Firemen there to help, though. They keep moving closer and closer. The deer bolts, and then they reunite the youngin' with his mom.
Oh, well, all right. There's a
together.
nice little ending right there. The mama deer's looking on.
We're always in for the happy endings
I
here.
like that.
3 things.
I like that.
Number 2, they cut the power to 1,000 homes in California, and there was a strange reason why. There was a guy under the influence who climbed the power pole.
Oh, no.
He was up there for 2 hours. He was seen smoking something while up there.
Oh, boy.
And since he wouldn't come down, the cops eventually left. He then climbed down and just walked away.
There's so much to unpack here.
Yeah, there is a lot.
The police just left.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
left.
arrest.
No arrest.
There's no. He just
Yeah.
went on his merry way to climb yet another pole.
He did.
Okay.
Number 3.
Wow.
They needed some brave volunteers at the Minnesota State Fair because they had a bee beard demonstration. Volunteers allowing 10,000 honeybees on their bodies. Again, volunteers. They put the queen on there first, thousands then just followed the queen. One volunteer said it felt a little prickly.
You think?
Yeah. She's like, should you have done this? She's nodding, no, should not. Look at this.
She's grounded. You know she did
Oh.
something wrong. That was punishment. I hope they're all behaving.
Thank you, Dave. Well, here's a word.
We've got 3 great couples who all think they could use a second honeymoon right about now. So let's bring them out. First, she's a 26-year-old job coach. She's a 31-year-old customer service rep. They've been married just 1 month. Big congratulations to Deanna and Fred Sharp. Hey, Fred. Congratulations.
Hi, Deanna. Great.
Next, she's a 22-year-old waitress. He's a 28-year-old musician. They've been married just 4 months. Another congrats to Kat and Carl Crawford. Hey, Kat, Carl, good to meet you. Good luck. And finally, she's a 31-year-old administrative assistant. He's a 35-year-old public officer. They've been married 1 year. Big hello to Jill and Barry Ryman. Whoa, careful there, Barry. Good luck to you. Thanks for being here. I'm Gary Kroeger, and this is the Newlywed Game. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. I know you're excited. Barry, you're so excited. We almost lost you coming down the steps, didn't we? I will be asking you questions. I'm looking for matching answers from each couple. Matching answers will earn points. Couple with the most points will get that second honeymoon. Okay? All right. Those are the rules. Jill, start things off by watching Barry.
Ever since we got married, my wife has really started slacking off on.
Can you finish Barry's sentence for 10 points?
Housekeeping.
Slacking off on housekeeping.
Being nice.
Being nice.
You would do anything in the world for me when we were dating for those many days.
What's happened now?
Well, when we were dating,
Yeah, what's
she
happening?
would
Be
make
nice,
steak.
Jill. Be nice.
She's a vegetarian. She'd cook me steak. Now I get veggie burgers and soy.
He eats terribly anyways. He doesn't need meat.
So what you think is slacking off being nice, she's just taking better care of you, Barry.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Kat, try your luck with Carl.
I've seen my wife get really turned on by the way I look in my
What would that be, Kat?
Stage presence.
His stage presence.
Yes.
Okay, he's a musician. All right.
football jersey.
Okay, a little different.
Who said that? Who said that? No.
You told me. Remember I got that jersey for that gig that time? Remember?
Oh,
Before
yeah.
we went to the gig, and you just got you know.
Kat, is he
You remember I
right?
was late for the gig too, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, he's right, huh? Okay, Deanna, here's Fred.
I'd say the best looking member of my wife's family, other than her, would have to be
My mother.
Your mother.
her mom.
I hope your mother's watching. She'll be happy to hear that.
She's a drop dead fox. Everyone
Yeah?
says that.
She's hot, man.
She is.
Spiky blonde hair, tan, thin, she's hot.
All right. Well, you got 10 hot points right now. Let's switch things around. Fred, here's Deanna.
The sexiest thing I do behind my husband's back is...
What would that be?
Flirt with other guys.
Flirt with other guys.
Flirt with other men at clubs.
Deanna? You're doing the flirting. Do some
I'm
explaining.
just a really social person, so we go to clubs. If there's someone I want to like talk to or want to get to know, I just go over and talk to them, and then eventually I have like a lot of people at my table, so it's a building process.
Okay. All right. Well, you built on your score. You got 20 now. Carl, here's Kat.
I can tell that my husband is not being 100% honest when he...
When can she tell you're not being honest, Carl?
When I don't look at her in the eye.
When you don't make eye contact?
When I don't make eye contact.
Okay.
doesn't say much.
Oh, not
Close. You were
quite. Close. Really close. So what does he do?
He'll come home and not say much, and I'll be like, well, what went on? Oh, nothing. And then somebody will call, and I'll hear a little bit of this, and I'll ask him about that. And he'll, oh yeah. He just won't come out and tell me.
He's not saying much, and he's not looking at you.
He won't lie, but he just won't say much. I know.
Carl, you're gonna have to change your technique. She's on.
I guess so.
Barry, here's Jill.
The one show on TV that always gets me horny is...
The Newlywed Game.
The Newlywed Game. I like that answer.
The Newlywed Game.
Well, I love that answer. Jill, what is it about the Newlywed Game that gets...
You, Gary.
So long as Barry doesn't agree with you, I'm fine with that. Right now, you got 10 points. You're on the board with that one. Captain Carl, no points, but we're early in the game. Deanna and Fred, you got a big 20. You've got a perfect score so far. Now, which one of these couples thought it would be funny if they got married, so they did? We'll find out which one when we come back. Welcome back to the Newlywed Game. Jill, tell us what was so special about your fourth date with Barry.
Well, we got married.
On your fourth date?
Uh-huh. We went on a weekend trip to go gambling, and on our way home, we started talking about how funny it would be if we told our friends we got married, and one thing led into another, and
Yeah, I'll say.
next thing I know, we're headed back to Vegas, and we got married. And,
Barry, was this a mutually spontaneous idea?
Well, I was saving myself for marriage,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't wait.
In other words, you found the one you wanted to be married to.
Exactly. Well, no, it was a tryout period. We actually fell madly in love. It took a few months, and we had a ceremony for the families.
Oh, okay. So congratulations. Kat, I was told that you sort of redefined the term nervous bride.
Absolutely. I was a complete basket case.
Complete. Complete?
I was dizzy. I was laughing hysterically. I was just didn't know what was going on. My ring bearer, the bridesmaid, everyone's walking down the aisle, and all of a sudden I got overwhelmed. And I just belted out, I want to get married now! And everybody in the church just turned and looked at me like I was crazy. And I took a deep breath, and I felt much better, and walked down the aisle and got married.
Okay. Carl, what are you thinking as you're seeing this nervous bride hollering out to the guests as she's coming down the aisle?
That's Kat.
Okay. You're here as well, so congratulations. And Deanna, you and Fred were friends for a real long time before you actually got married?
Yeah, we were friends for about a year and a half, and finally I set him up with my best friend, and they went on a date. It was a total bust. And the next
terrible day.
Oh, they both hated each other. And so the next night we were hanging out at a restaurant, and we were playing a game called 5 Questions. And his last question he saved, he's like, looks at me dead on the eye, and he goes, why are you trying to set me up with your best friend when you and I have an obvious attraction to one another?
Fred.
Hey, you know, I knew what I wanted. The opportunity was there, so I took it.
All right. Here you are. Yes, Carl, you got no points. No points. Big 0 right now. It's all right. Jill and Barry, you got 10. Deanna and Fred, perfect score so far. You got 20. This is the multiple choice round. I'm asking everybody a multiple choice question. I'm going to give you 3 possible answers. Your mate said one of them. If you can match that one, I'll give you 10 points. Okay? Deanna, according to Fred, when he gives you directions to meet him someplace you've never been, does he generally only have to say it once, have to draw you a map, or assume you'll get lost?
Assume I'll get lost.
No, Fred?
I always have to write down instructions to where you're going.
That's
you know,
right, because I assume you assume I'm going to get lost.
Right.
Well, they kind of go hand in hand a little bit. No points, all right. Kat, what did Carl say was one of his first thoughts when he woke up next to you the day after your wedding? I can't believe how beautiful she is. I can't believe we're married. I can't believe how hungover I am.
I can't believe how beautiful she is. All right.
Jill, think of Barry's body as a city. When your hands go to pay a visit, did he say they usually stay put, travel freely, or prefer to avoid certain neighborhoods?
Travel freely.
You will not.
Definitely.
So what'd you say, Barry?
I love to have my feet rubbed. She won't touch them.
So she
That's
avoids certain
avoiding
neighborhoods?
a neighborhood.
Barry, this is for you. According to Jill, were the two of you a case of love at first sight, love at second or third sight, or love after lots and lots of sights?
Love after second or third.
Not quite. Jill? Jill?
Love after lots and lots of sights. We didn't fall in love even when we got married.
She's right.
You guys are a reminder of the fact that this is the 90s, indeed, isn't it? Okay. Moving on here. Carl, according to Kat, when you're in a grouchy mood, does she usually try to cheer you up, walk on eggshells, or leave you the heck alone?
Leave me the heck alone.
Kat, what would happen? What would happen?
Oh, I'll make one attempt to see how his mood is. If he's snappy, that's it. I'm walking on eggshells and I'm leaving him alone.
Carl, you just...
That's right. That's the best thing to do. I have a very, very, high tolerance, but when I am mad, it's like, stay away.
All breaks loose. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Finally, Fred, if the two of you had sex once a day, every day, what does Deanna think you would be asking yourself? How did I get so lucky? When do I get a break? Or why not twice a day?
When do I get a break?
Well, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, these wives will be serving up some juicy facts about their relationship, so don't go away.
If you...
We're back for the Newlywed game. Jill and Barry, you still got 10 points from that great match you had earlier. Kat and Carl, you doubled their score, you got 20 points. Deanna and Fred are in the lead with 30 points. Guys, listen up, because you're going to have to pay careful attention here. We talked to your wives before the show, and they revealed some secrets you might not know. I have them right here, and I'm going to reveal them to you guys. If you think it's your wife that said that, hold up that sign that you now have and get my attention by yelling out, "That's my wife!" Right. If indeed that was your wife, you'll get 10 points. But if you're wrong, you'll lose 10 points. The first one up is the only one that can win or lose. Her biggest complaint about you around the house is that you use up all the toilet paper.
That's my wife.
Yeah, Fred. She has secretly smoked a cigarette since the two of you quit a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Quite a little confession there, Jill.
Why'd you lie? I've been doing great. And I smoke 2 packs a day.
You smoke a lot. I smoke like 1 pack a week. But I broke down the other day. I had to have one. I'm sorry.
I'll smoke one on the way home.
She can eat a pound of hot wings in one
That's
sitting.
my wife.
Yeah. Cat? Gotta have them wings?
Gotta have them. She brings them home from work, like, religiously.
Nightly.
She told us she would never have been attracted to you when you were a teenager.
That's my wife.
Yeah. Deanna, what was it about him as a teenager?
Well, he was very, very quiet and shy. He told me, like, when he was in high school and junior high, that he was, like, very quiet and shy, you know, pretty much was a loner.
Oh.
I was trying to be nice. I was
She was trying to be nice. Well, you're certainly not quite shy.
But he's so cute now. Baby.
One of her biggest secrets is that she spoke to an ex-boyfriend on your wedding day.
That's my wife.
Yeah. Jill?
Well, I had an ex-boyfriend call that found out I was getting married, and I just, you know, talked to him and said, yeah, I am.
At our wedding day or our
Well,
mock wedding
we
day?
had a formal wedding after we got
Right.
married in Vegas, and he called my mother's house, and I was getting ready, and I invited him to the wedding, but not the reception. But he didn't come anyways.
Sure, you seem okay with it. You're all right with it, right?
We could have used the gift.
The hottest thing she did before she met you was have sex on the back of a tow truck.
That's my wife. I just had a feeling, you know, I wasn't quite sure, but I had a feeling that that was probably true.
She's never told you, but she fantasizes about being tied up.
That's my wife. Yep. I know everything about you, darling.
Well, if you know, then.
Okay. Well, sure, all three of these couples would love to take a second honeymoon, but only one will get to do it on us. We'll have our winner when we come back. We're back with the Newlywed Game. At the end of this round, one of these couples will be off on a sensational second honeymoon. Ellen, tell them where they're going.
Gary, today's winners will spend a week in Hawaii at the Kauai Marriott Resort and Beach Club, where cascading waterfalls, lush tropical gardens, and dazzling white sand beaches create a truly unforgettable setting. The Kauai Marriott Resort and Beach Club, an ideal second honeymoon. Aloha, Gary.
Aloha, Ellen. Okay, you know what you're playing for now. Fred and Deanna, you're alone in first place right now with 60 points. Yeah. Carl and Kat, a very respectable 40 points. Jill and Barry, you're very much in this game with 30 points. We're doing things a little differently now. I'm going to give your husbands a couple of choices. He's going to hold up the card that best applies to you wives. It's up to you to match. I start at 10 points. They keep going up. The last one is for 100 points. Okay? First one is for 10 points. Loves gold jewelry or prefers silver? Get them up there, guys. Deanna.
Prefer silver.
You love gold jewelry. Kat.
Prefer silver.
Silver indeed. Jill.
Gold jewelry.
Gold. Good job. For 20 points, coupon cutter or doesn't bother? Kat.
Coupon cutter.
You are. Jill.
Coupon cutter.
Good job. Deanna.
Doesn't bother.
Here's your coupon cutter. For 30 points, silent passenger or backseat driver? Jill.
Silent passenger.
You're on a roll. Deanna.
Backseat driver.
Good job, Kat.
Backseat driver.
You're silent.
Oh.
For 40 points, walks conservatively or shakes her booty? Deanna.
Shakes her booty.
Good job. Kat.
Shakes her booty.
Shaking her booty. Jill.
Shakes her booty.
Yes, you walk conservatively. For 50 points, a whiz in the kitchen or a klutz in the kitchen? Kat.
A whiz in the kitchen.
A whiz indeed, Jill.
A whiz in the kitchen.
A whiz, Deanna.
A klutz in the kitchen.
A klutz. For 60 points, quick kisses or endless smooches? Jill.
Quick kisses.
Good job. Deanna.
Endless smooches.
No, you said quick kisses. Cat.
Quick kisses.
Okay, you got it. All right, in first place by themselves are Kat and Carl with 220. In second place now are Jill and Barry, who've come back with a vengeance. You got 200. Deanna and Fred, you got 180. You're very much in this. This is a very, very close game. Because this is the one for 100 points. This can win that second honeymoon in Kauai. Once is enough, or once is never enough. I'm going to start with you, Deanna. You got 180, put you in first place with 280.
Once is never enough.
Once is never enough. Okay, I'm going to go over to you, Jill. You've got 200. You can take over first place, and you'll have 300.
Once is enough.
All right, you got it. All right, so right now, Kat, the pressure's on you. You've got 220. You get this right, and you're going to sneak out a victory. Otherwise, with 300 points, it'll be Jill and Barry. What's it going to be?
Once is never enough.